Yep. Who started?
Yep. So,
So let's talk about your journey with us. Start from the day one. How did we met?
by researching online for workers,
Yeah. And remember how we started from like 1 hour a day for 5 days a week,
mm,
and then from there on, now after a year, it's like 2 hours a day, 5 days a week,
mm, yep,
without without going over the budget.
yep, that's right.
Yeah.
And that's including 3 hours on every second weekend.
Jeez, that's true. It's been really good,
And
and
I'm still not over budget.
it's still not over budget. That's even better. So when you started doing the self managing, have you thought that this is gonna be that good?
Well, I weren't sure on how good it was going to be to start off with, no.
Uh, Even I was surprised at how good it becomes after a year now.
Yeah, well, it's nearly a year. On the 2nd of December, it's 1 year
Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, I didn't think it was going to get too easy to deal with. I thought it was going to get more and more difficult as we went, but it didn't.
nah, I wonder that your story would go to many people in Tasmania or in Hobart to say that yep, self managing is good.
Well, in well, it is for a lot of people in Hobart with self-managing because you have a say of how many hours you want. You negotiate with, like with Karen, you negotiate with him on how much you're going to pay per hour, with a minimum being 2 hours, which is fine. And then it's good to go through services where you can get self-managed, not just any service. Services that are on contract, that you're sign a contract with, are expensive and they're using a lot of unsupported details to make payments more expensive for the client, and I don't like that. That's why I ended up deciding I was going to go self money.
Yeah. Even when you started, like the other provider was charging you like 30% of your package fees
Mm.
in just the managing, and now after the self-managed, you just been charged like 15%,
Mm.
something. It left up
And
more money
but
in
you
your
got to
pocket.
remember too that 1st of November it's going to change again, so I'm going to be paying a little bit more,
Yeah,
but I'm not going to be paying both package management and care management. I'm only going to be basically paying care management.
yeah,
So that's going to save me a lot. But even though it's going to go up a little bit, it's better.
that's true.
And I still have the same amount of hours that I've been having.
Mm. Now, I remember, that how we progress slowly. Mm. I don't know. Yeah, it was good that you start going out on Saturdays now, uh, using your days. Sometimes you use it for domestic assistance, you use it for personal care. You can switch it around.
Yeah, I switch it around.
Yeah, yeah. And the other thing I think you said that which you liked is who's coming
Yeah,
forward. Yeah,
that is an advantage because I know who's coming, I know what time they're due here. But with other services, uh, without stating services, when they say the worker's going to be arriving at, say, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, but then for personal care they have a 3 hour gap. So it can be 3 hours either side of that time
yeah,
that they arrive. When it comes to domestic cleaning, they make it a 4 hour gap
Mm.
either side of what time they say. So if they say 11 o'clock, it can be 4 hours ahead forward, or it can be 4 hours back between that time. When it came to shopping, it was also 4 hours. So they'll say your worker's going to turn up at 12 o'clock. So it could be instead of 12 o'clock, they could turn up at 8 o'clock or in the morning, or they could clean up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And you couldn't do anything over that period because you didn't know what time they were turning up. So that made it all the more difficult to do things.
That's true. So, you know, that problem has been solved the day you moved to us.
But the first day working with you, it worked because I set the time that I wanted and that was it. Yes, my times have changed over a long period, and the main reason it changed is the fact that I've changed the times or I've changed my details with yous and yous have accepted those changes. Some at one time you was going to make a suggestion,
Yeah.
but I took that suggestion on myself beforehand.
That was even, you know, that was you being generous to do that to us, and yeah, we can't thank you enough on that. It's like it's one of the best thing could have happened to us. Yeah, but again, it's I think we earned the trust in when we were working like 3 4 months, and you knew that we're trying our best to give you the best times which we can. Even though we changed the timings as I agree with you, then we started coming on the same times which we agreed on. It's not like we changed the thing that, you know,
Yeah.
it's this gap and stuff like that.
Well, having that system that yous are using and me having access to it to check my data, my time slots, it makes it much easier because I can look on there and say such and such is turning up. Okay, not turning up to 12 o'clock, that's the time that I turn up.
Mm.
Sometimes they will ring me and say, look, I'm running a bit late because of traffic or whatever, but I understand that. But that's different because the other people that I've worked with weren't doing that. They weren't ringing me up saying, oh, I'm going to be 20 minutes late because there's been an accident on the Booker Highway or something. I don't know why they're running late.
Yeah.
So it makes me feel stressed, a bit of anxiety in it because I'm having to wait and not know,
Yeah.
and also a bit of anger because I'm pissed off that they're not letting me know that they weren't turning up because of this reason or that reason.
Mm.
So yeah.
So, what you want to tell to your fellow, you know, people who are in the same boat? Should they switch to doing the self-managed and
Well-
choose us?
Well, yeah, I say anybody that's with an organisation now that is a permanent organisation, have plenty of workers, you're paying out more than what you should be to start off with. You're on a contract with them. You can do your own contract, check out your own workers and employ them, and then on top of that, go self-employed. It's easier. It's actually self-employed, like I do my self-employed myself through Dulcie, but you don't have to go through Dulcie. But with my service, I keep a check on how much I'm spending, how much I've got left all the time, and it's much easier as well. Some services that are on self-management pay fees out pretty quick to their providers, and some don't. But when you're on a self-management, it's much easier because you'll elect them people and they're the only people that are going to get paid. So if you want to go through a service provider which does home care packages and NDIS plans, I would, if it was me as a starting, I'd be going through CareGivers Disability Support Services, and you can contact them. That's the boss with his hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, contact them and discuss it with them, and they will help you as best they can in sorting out issues. Set up a time to meet, set up an agreement between you and him. So it might be, as an example, you might say, okay, well, I'm willing to pay $85 an hour. Then, if he's accepting that, and you're accepting it because you've made the offer, that's good. It's better because you know that you're going to get that time. But if you turn around and say, well, I suppose I've got to pay what I was paying the other provider, $110 now. No. He'll try to get you down a bit more, bit less than that, without any hesitation at all. So, want to contact them? They're on
Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is our first episode. So
Yeah.
we'll do the following episodes on different solutions once the audience asks. If they want to ask anything, they can ask. We'll do a little video like that on it.
Yep. And I will have this on two things. I will have it on my YouTube channel. I'll also have it on my Facebook account. So you'll be able to see it on my Facebook account as well. So keep an eye out. We'll do the next one after. Cut.